And we're live. Hello, welcome, good afternoon, good evening, good morning, whatever the case may be, wherever you are in this bright, beautiful world we call home. It is nothing in particular. I titled this Megalodons, Real or Fiction. I was actually watching some videos on YouTube earlier about Megalodons. Actually looking for different places that I can promote the Meg. And I was watching these videos and saw how you know, there are people, I guess Discovery Channel was possibly promoting the idea that Megalodons are actually still, I don't know, maybe they were promoting the that Megalodons are still alive, like in the Mariana Trench, or possibly they had some videos on. Hold on, let me see if I can grab some of that. I don't want to get any copyright strikes or anything, but let me entertain you. Let me mist make you smile. I'm gonna try to do all the ancillary stuff on this other screen over here, so that I don't get into any doxing problems. I'm evil. We are all evil. Hello, Razmaz. Welcome to the jungle. We've got fun and games. We've got everything you want, baby. We know the name. We are the people who can find whatever you might need. If you've got the money, honey, we got your disease. All right, so let's see. Megalodon. Oh, I spelled it wrong. Ah! Megalodon. All right, let me fix that. Edit. Here's a video. Did they find a Megalodon? Megalodon. 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 It sounds like Megalodon. I guess that's just schwa. Let's see now. Dot. Where did I go? Where am I? There I am. All right. Let me share a screen here. Share screen 2. So now you should be seeing this. Close that out. Yeah, I'm not going to play the audio. Or actually, I guess I can't play the audio. Can I? Oh, I can, but I'm not going to. So I don't even know if this is one of the videos I watched, but dang, look at that, 17 million views. I'm like into this kind of cryptozoology stuff. Maybe I should make some of these videos. 17 million views. Oh my goodness. So I think I'm going to. I'm gonna poke around, try to find what the latest articles and whatnot are about the Megalodons. I mean, I want to do the stuff on the dinosaurs and the dragons and the Nkelimbembe, the Brachiosaurus or Brontosaurus or whatever that the tribe in Africa has been reporting over the years. So I don't know. There's a lot of stuff I could really dig. Checking out. Hold on. Sorry. Gotta take a swallow here. Yeah, this is the video I watched earlier, actually. Look at the size of that. Look at the size of that. And those are the small ones. They found big. Yeah, there you go. They found bigger ones, like 7-inch ones. YouTubes. Megalodons bite. And you got to check it out. I don't know if they have a close-up view of the Megalodon. Dude, the edge is like a serrated knife. It's crazy. It is crazy. Oh, that's a lot of views. Yeah, sharks are big business. Well, yeah, and there's so many different topics you can talk about. Not just sharks, but dinosaurs, dragons. Yeah, giant squid like Kraken and whatnot. I mean, we could even get into Bigfoot. Cryptozoology is fun stuff. So the fact that I ended up drawing the Meg book, I mean, it's not completely out of my wheelhouse. I mean, I never would have thought, hey, I'm going to be drawing a book about a giant shark, Megalodon. But who's to say that Megalodon couldn't be out there as well? I mean, we've only explored like 5% of the ocean's deep, right? And the Mariana Trench is like deeper than Mount Everest is high, with all kinds of life down there that we have yet to discover. So don't do that. Annoyance. So I don't want to show this whole video. Let's see, skip ahead here. Yeah, see, there's the Mariana Trench, deeper and longer. Look how long this trench is. It's longer than Florida to Massachusetts. Holy cow! All right, let's skip. Hydrogen sulfide, other minerals. There's all kinds of stuff. I mean, we deal with this stuff in the Meg, the graphic novel. And yeah, we talk about the Challenger Deep. This is crazy that James Cameron is one of only 3 divers who's ever gone down that far, and they discovered several new species that only exist down there. The question is, could a Megalodon survive on this diet, or is it possible, like in the movie and in the? Actually, I don't think it's in the book. But is it possible that there? Oh no, it is. It is in the book, I think. Is it possible that there are giant squid in the Mariana Trench at all? Right. I mean, also, let's see. Yeah, because it wouldn't have all of the typical things, and you couldn't survive off of just this stuff. But maybe giant squids. Maybe giant squids. No. Anything else interesting per se here? Anything else interesting? I don't think, did they show the videos? There was some videos of some Megalodon. Let's see. Let's type in Megalodon video. Because there were some videos of some humongous, okay, real or fake. This, I don't buy this as a Megalodon. But gosh, it really doesn't look like a whale shark at all. So I don't quite know what it is. I just want to see the footage, dude. But that thing is mother flippin' ginormous. And it does look like a shark. So, here, let's get the whole video here. What? That's not a whale. I don't know what that. It's got gills. I mean, it's a shark of some sort, and it's huge, and it's not a great white. I mean, the size of that thing. I don't know. This is one of the videos I saw earlier. I have no idea what it is. But holy cow, I don't generally like that guy. Oh, here, look, a real Megalodon shark caught on tape. Caught on camera. Oh, here's one with another. So this has an image of like great whites. Okay, this is the same video. It's very weird. How's it going? It's going well, P-Mac. How you doing, bro? I'm just flipping through some videos here. Megalodon shark in South Africa. What is this one? There's another video. What is this? No, that's a whale. Give me a break. Okay, now this, let me pause this for a second. This, I think this part, this is a great white here. What? Maybe this is just a small great white, and this is a bigger great white, but look at the chunks taken out of that thing. That's the crazies. Actually, that's just bait. Yeah, that's just a great white. That's just a great white. Let's not get suckered into stuff like that. I mean, great whites can be pretty freaking monstrous by themselves. Look at the size of this thing. But boy, that other one, that big gray thing, that was not a great white. At least it wasn't colored like one, and it was much bigger than a great white. So I am curious what that could be. Here, check this out. Not this one. Look at that. That is a big, if that's a great white, that is like a Jaws-sized great white. 5,000-pound shark. That is a big shark. 30 foot long. Holy crap. This one, I don't know if this is real or not. I think this might be just a hoax. Great whites cannibalize smaller great whites. Yes. Nom, 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 nom. And then again into this thing about Discovery Channel being all freaking shady and producing a fake documentary. That's good stuff. That's good stuff. I think this, to me, is probably fake. I don't know. I can't be guaranteed sure. This is hella fake, obviously. Although this is a lot cleaner than this image. But man, those things are monsters. Okay, hello. That's him high-fiving. It's a great white shark. Yay! All right, did they find... Let me see if there's anything else. Goosebumps. Gigantic shark breaks cage. Oh, that might be fun just to watch. Time to bust this myth. Hey, time to smash that like button, guys. Smash that like button and see if some more people might be interested in talking about big sharks. Like the sharks you can get from the Meg graphic novel. See what I did there? See what I did there? The Meg graphic novel, yes, the Meg graphic novel based on the New York Times best-selling book featuring the Megalodon in its all beautiful natural glory, although it is just an illustration. Available exclusively through this Indiegogo campaign, which I did not even put in the description because I'm an idiot. Oh, yeah, it's in the description. It's in the description. Here, let's paste that there. Hello, nurse. You like that, huh? My little bait and switch there. Yes, we are talking about the Megalodon, but now we're talking about the Megalodon that you can buy and read about in The Meg, the graphic novel by world-famous New York Times bestselling Steve Alten and myself, Mike S. Miller, the artist of Injustice for the past 5 years and the Game of Thrones covers. Discovery Channel or History Channel did a documentary about mermaids. They advertised it as real footage. That sounds like some legit stuff right there. Yeah, and see, here's actual footage, Discovery Channel level footage of a Megalodon tearing up, was the bay, it's not San Francisco Bay, tearing up swimmers and boaters. Like, share, subscribe. Yes, absolutely. This is actual Discovery Channel, legitimate Discovery Channel level footage and photographs of a Meg attack, devouring beautiful young women in skimpy bikinis and boys drinking their beers and energy drinks out on their yachts. So please do check out. You have the Injustice books right on. Well, now you can get the Meg books to go along with them, and you can get it signed by me, Mike S. Miller. Actually, there's a tier where you can get it signed here by Steve Alten as well. It's a hardback. Oh, we've sold 8 now, 8 out of 100. Only 100. This will be a signed, numbered, limited edition. You can check that out. Once again, there's the Meg graphic novel, and there is an offer where you can also get SIXGUN Samurai, which is about, let's just read this. Kung Fu meets the Karate Kid in this classic tale about a boy in search of his father. The teenage SIXGUN Samurai is on his way east to find his father, his last known living relative. But as he travels across the untamed prairie, he finds that dangerous men with dark motives are in pursuit, prepared to kill him, to take his swords for reasons they dare not explain. SIXGUN Samurai and the Meg are both 144 pages or more. We may boost them up on page count, depending on the milestones we reach. But art by the phenomenal Harold Edge. Blue Lines, BLULYNES on Instagram if you want to check out his art. For the best art in the Injustice books, that's Mike. Oh, thank you. Razmat says, I remember Discovery started doing that with a documentary about a dragon. Later on, the documentary said it was an alternate history. Ah. Yes, Rhaegar, I am in full shill mode. The book has not moved much in the past 16 hours, and so I realize it's because I have not been shilling at all. I went on John Malin's stream last night. I know I sound like I'm chock full of coffee, but I'm not. I really could use some. And it was just too chill on John's stream to shill. So, plus it's all us. It's all the same guys, which you guys are all the same guys, generally speaking, too. But that's why I clickbaited you with the Megalodons, real or fiction, clickbait title. And hopefully people will come in here expecting to see this. And they got some of that. And then, ooh, geez Louise. I would not want to be... I know that shark attacks are actually very rare. Like, you're more likely to get struck by lightning than to get eaten by a shark. But, on the other hand, how many people are in the water on any given day in shark-infested areas versus how many people can just be standing outside and get struck by lightning? So I think when they say your chances of getting struck by lightning are much more likely, I don't think that's accurate because holy crap, man. There's not that many people in the water on any given day versus the number of people outside. So, yeah. Anyways, I digress. I should be shilling my books. Three books. Over 400 pages for only $50. Yes, that is correct. You can get 3 books with 3 different stories of 3 different genres. Action, adventure in the Mariana Trench and battling giant prehistoric sharks. Western samurai action, or a detective thriller with serial killers galore. Well, not galore, but in Deal with the Devil. Deal with the Devil is the story of retired FBI agent Anthony Goodwin, who receives an unexpected visit from the one that got away, a man known as the Red Letter Killer, who destroyed Agent Goodwin's leg and vanished years before. But things have changed, and Goodwin's worst enemy needs his help to stop a copycat killer who has kidnapped his sister in an attempt to bring the original killer under his control. Deal with the Devil is a minimum of 128 pages. That means these 3 graphic novels, art by Sherwin Schwartzrock, by the way. I wrote this bad boy by myself. Edited by Sean Jordan. As you know, I do like to work with editors. But yeah, check it out. If you dig any of this type of genre, or if you just dig 1 or 2 of them and you have a friend that might like the other one, 3 books for $50. Not a bad deal at all. I dare say that's cheaper than buying 3 equally sized graphic novels retail, like at the comic book store. So this is not only a very good deal, you are helping to fund original content, because I do want to do the next series of SIXGUN Samurai with this funding, with the same artist, same team, and make that kick butt. And then also, you know, the Meg is a good deal. I do have to share the revenue of this with the publisher, but I will get paid, and we will have a good time getting that out to the fans. So let's drop back in to see. Let's see, what's that? Shark Week. Ooh, how to survive a wild animal attack. I don't think that would help. The dangerous extreme white shark attack last ride. Blah 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 blah. Nah. All right, let's go see what we can see. Megalodon, just on the internet proper. Let's go to all, yeah. So Let's see, facts about Megalodon, the long gone shark in live science. Yeah, let's check that out. Let's check that out. Let's see what you guys have to say. Look up Big Blue Great White on YouTube. It's awesome. Biggest great white ever observed on camera. Oh, well, heck, why didn't you tell me that before? Big Blue Great White. All right, all right. Big Blue Great White Shark. World's largest shark, 7 meters long. What does 7 meters equate to in feet? Because I don't speak meters. Any dramatic readings tonight, Mr. Miller? Maestro Miller. I might do a dramatic reading. Dang, that is a big shark. All right, we don't need to hear blah, 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 blah. Holy crap. That's a big shark. Ah, it's interspersed with human beings talking. What are those, anchovies? There's little fish everywhere. That shark's not going to be interested in those little fish. Almost 23 feet. Wow. Wow. Yeah. I mean, I often wonder. I know they say that Megalodon teeth and great white teeth are different. But honestly, look at that thing. I mean, put another 10 feet on that thing, and it's a freaking Megalodon. And I've seen Megalodon fossils. This is a weird thing when they say that Megalodon fossilized teeth and great white fossilized teeth are different because one has like a V shape. Here, let me pause this. Let me pause this and Megalodon tooth. Let's see what the Megalodon tooth. So, all right, images, and then let's jump over here to great white tooth. Images. All right. Geez, look at the edges on these things. They are like serrated. They're like steak knives. Insane. So, great white teeth, great white. So here's a great white tooth, great white. So they're a little sort of flat here. And then I think they say the Megalodon teeth are kind of V cut here. But that's really just this like cuticle, right? Because look, this is almost flat here, right? And let's go back to the great white. Flat, flat, flat. This is flat, and it has a weird little cuticle, and that's obviously a recent great white. This one has more of a V. This one has a super V, and that's obviously a great white because it's white, so it's new. So they claim that a Megalodon, look, that's flat, and then this one's V. The claim that Megalodons can't be just really freaking big great white sharks, I don't see the validation for that, because that is the only thing they use to differentiate, is that they say, well, the one is a V shape and the one is more flat shape. And I'm like, dude, you have the V and the flat variation in both Megalodon. See? Flat with this weird cuticle. The cuticle might be a difference, but I'm not entirely sure that's 100%. Yeah. Oh, look, there's Megalodon versus great white. See, they show, well, no, this one's smooth and this one's almost smooth. It just has that weird cuticle thing here.
What?
This cuticle. Like, here's the part that goes into the gum, and then here's this weird, like, I call it a cuticle because it's just like a little darkening shape or something. Huh?
It's like the thing on your nails.
Like the thing on like the cuticle on your nails. Yeah, that's what I meant.
It's a cuticle.
You're killing me, kid. So I'm not one entirely. I mean, granted, I'm not a scientist, but I'm not completely convinced that Megalodons aren't just simply freaking supersized great whites. Because why not? Why not? Why not? I mean, sharks do grow bigger every year they're alive. So say you have a 100-year-old shark. I think at that point, Well, I mean, so this shark, it's not like this shark here just got extra steroids in the womb. It means this is an old great white. And if it gets older, it's going to get bigger. And if it gets 50 years older, it's going to grow another freaking 10 feet, right? At least. And then everyone will say, well, that's a megalodon. Because it's that much bigger. They grow every year. They grow every year. So yeah, I don't see the difference. But I am an amateur. So can't say for 100% sure. What I can say is that the Meg in the Megalodon in the Meg is huge, and it's a great read. Totally worth your time. Totally worth your money. Please do check it out. And like and share this video if you have not already. Not if made into shark fin soup. Yeah, that's... I do hate that. I hate that they do that. He high-fived the shark. Yeah, he did. He high-fived the shark. He did that at the end of here. There we go. High five. High five. The largest shark ever caught on footage. Oh, man. What if that shark just turned super quick and bit that dude's head off? Woo! Totally worth it for that amazing cover, says Dead Punk Gauge. Thank you. Appreciate that very much. And we are currently rolling in around at 14,143. Yeah, see, no shilling, no selling. In the last 16 hours, only one person has bought. And what do you get? The $95. So that was the all 3 signed graphic novels plus shipping. So you must be out of the country. So what's you're saying is unicorns are really old rhinoceroses. Let's get into unicorns, shall we? So unicorn. I know. Unicorn rhinoceros. So there is the Siberian unicorn rhinoceros. There is also the woolly. Let's see. Woolly. Is it woolly? Woolly. No, right? No, woolly. 2 O's. Duh. Woolly rhino. Let's see the woolly rhino. Here's one in a museum. Obviously, it's not real. They have found. Oh, that might be the. This might be the actual fur from the actual baby woolly rhino they found. So yeah, I mean they had fur-covered one horn. I mean this is a 2-horn, so this is a bicornus, what they call. They call the one-horn rhinoceros the unicornus. That's the scientific name, and the 2-horn is called the bicornus. The Cryptozoology stream. I know. Mike, does your Meg comic have the same characters as the movie? Not all of them. I think. I mean, obviously Taylor's in there, Maggie, but they have different. They have different characters in the book because there is a totally different timeline. Yeah, here's the pelt. This is what they found, I believe, in Siberia. Woolly rhino baby. How would you like to have a woolly rhino fur coat? Wah, wah. Okay. Hold on a second. Yeah, I dig this stuff. So, all right, the biblical text, which describes, from what I understand, here, let me look it up here. Biblical unicorn text. What, dude? I just put the thing in. Just go. Uh-oh, what happened? Oh, there we go. All right. The Bible is, the unicorns are mentioned in the Bible multiple times, 8 times, according to this source here. And in the Latin, I'm not going to look this up right now, but in the Latin, the word translated into unicorn for the English, there are two words used in two different areas. One is the unicornus, which means the one-horned rhinoceros, and one is the bicornus, which also means the rhinoceros, but it uses it in different locations to have different purposes. So what creature can be one-horned or two-horned? And here's the most interesting thing. When describing the unicorn and the two horns of Esau and Manassas, it's described as a single animal, one with a larger horn and one with a smaller horn. Does anyone know, besides, say, the bicornus, even the modern day bicorn rhino, does anybody know of any other creature on Earth that doesn't have symmetrical horns, but rather one larger horn and one smaller horn? Anyone? Anyone? Raise your hands if you say yes. I see no hands. We win. All right. In Soviet Russia, all mammals are super hairy, even unicorns. Yes. Google behemoth. Well, that's not what I was expecting. The Flash is now non-gender binary. Oh, please. The dung beetle? The dung beetle has... Hey! The dung beetle has... Oh, that's not a... is that dung beetle? Well, that's not a horn. This is a horn. I don't know what that is. But I hardly think they're referring to beetles when they're talking about a creature so large that it cannot be tamed. Oh, that's cool. Oh, look how tiny that thing is. Oh, I love the... My ex-wife. Oh, come on now. All right, Ezra Miller is weird. Yes, we all know that. Tell us about those limited signed hardcovers. All right, let me jump back here. So, as we all know, Steve Alten is the author and creator of the Meg and Meg, the book series. Steve has been having health issues, and it's degenerative, so he's not going to be getting better. So I felt kind of weird asking the publisher if he could get some signed copies of this book for this promotion, but he did ask, and Steve agreed to sign 100 copies. And so because he did, I decided that we need to make these extra special. So we're going to do hardbacks of those 100 copies. They're going to be signed. I might do a certification as well. So perhaps signed, certified by myself, by Steve. I might get... that's another thing. Is J.S. Earls the other adapter? The other... myself and J.S. Earls are the ones who adapted the novel into the comic. Well, he's got carpal tunnel syndrome, so he can't sign 100 books. But he said he might be able to have a stamp made of his signature, like an official stamp. So it'd be kind of like an auto pen type deal, so that it would be signed by all three of us. Heck, I could even get Neil Tasky to sign them. I'm sure he just lives a few miles away. What are you doing, bud? Wait yourself. So, yeah, so they're going to be signed, numbered, limited to 100 copies, hardback, special. This is the most special thing on here, I think, as far as the books are concerned. Obviously, you can also get the original art pages, and retailer packs, original covers. But if you're a fan at all, or if you know anyone who is a fan, you can grab this. You'll get a high-res image that you can print out and give it to them for Christmas, so they know it's coming, like in January. I know I have it marked for February delivery, but I'm probably gonna have these out to you all by January. So, what's your saying is unicorns are really old rhinoceroses. I am saying that. I'm saying exactly that, Downshift.
My turn.
My turn. So let's see if anyone has been motivated to plunk down some cash. No, nobody wants to buy this. See, the thing is, you 66 people who are here, you're always here. We need new people. Could you guys press that share button for me? Send it out to some people who you think might be interested in what I've got to offer here, what I've got to the type of entertainment that I provide, the community that we're building, yada yada yada. Not for me. Not for me. Something's not for me. Google Behemoth. LOL, Normie. No. Just don't say his name a third time. Oh. His name. Signed hardcover sounds nice, but I want all 3 books and I'm already in for early bird special. Well, thank you, Downshift. I appreciate that. Yeah, the early bird special, for those who don't know, you get all 3 books signed by me. You get all 3 PDFs. You get 3 metal prints. They're on brushed aluminum. It's dye sublimation printed, hand printed, each and every one of the 3 different covers. So yeah, that's 37 out of 150 claimed already. It's been what am I on, day 4, day 5, something like that. So that shouldn't last too terribly long. Get in there early. Make sure you grab those as well. Let's see what else is sold. I know the 3 for $50 is very popular. There it is, all 3 for $50. 53 claimed of the 3 for $50 graphic novels. Because you guys know this is the best deal on Indiegogo right now. And it's great. It's quality entertainment. These are not crap books. These were not just thrown together, on a lark. These are high quality. Dang it, what is that dinging? Hold on a second. I think it's NASA or somebody. Oh my gosh. There's a whole bunch of talking going on. Let me mute my phone so I don't have to listen to that. All right. Alrighty then. Alrighty. You know what I should do? Let me grab the link for this and see if anybody wants to pop on in. Pop on into the east side, taking our turn at bat. As long as we live in, see you, Mary, baby. There ain't nothing wrong with it. Forever moving on up to the east side, moving on up. Anyways. So you have something different to look at while I'm looking up the Twitters. Oh my gosh. So again, my son has rebooted this entire computer, or reset the entire computer, trying to fix it. What is my Twitter handle? Is that right? Yes, that's right. Okay. And so yeah, I have to re-log into absolutely everything. Ugh. Very interesting. I don't know. You here? Oh no, darling. All caps on. Anyone want to come into my stream? That sounds so weird. Come into my stream. Come bathe in my stream. Disgusting. All right. I'd share, but I have 0 friends. Oh, Downshift. We're all your friends, but we're all already here, so you can't share. But you can smash that like button if you have not already. Grilled unicorn is delicious. Oh, do you think rhino meat would actually be good? I mean, they're kind of like armored bison, right? So maybe. Hello, Doug Garrett. Welcome to the stream where streams come true. Already shared. Thanks, Rasmus. All right. Now let's talk about dinosaurs. Dinosaurs. So for those who don't know, no, not Stegosaurus. Stegosaurus Cambodia. For those who haven't seen this, check this out. Do you see what this is? Is there a creature in the history of planet Earth that looks like this here? Because here are some of the other creatures on this wall. Oh, you've got a pig, you've got a monkey, you've got iguana, you've got, oh, those are just designs. You've got, what is a dog or a deer or something? You've got a bull. What else you got? This wall is chock full. Oh, look, you've got, like, what is that, another kind of monkey or something? Something with a curly tail. I can't quite make it out. Is that a horse head or something? Another, like an antelope or something? So these are all like actual animals that the people who were carving this temple saw. And what do they see here? What could it possibly be? It's a porcupine. Yeah, it's a porcupine. That's a freaking Stegosaurus. That is a Stegosaurus. Creepy little book in here. What's creepy little book? It's a pangolin. What's a pangolin? Pangolin. What is a pangolin? Nope. Pangolins do not have plates sticking out of their back. They have plates all along their body. Monkeys are real. I thought they were fake. So we've got the Stegosaurus. We've got these are interesting. Ica stones. So these are stones that were found in Peru by the thousands. They found thousands and thousands of these stones carved by the ancient tribes of Peru. What's on there? What the heck is that? That's a Triceratops. Oh, what is? I don't know what the hell that is. This is a Brontosaurus. How weird. Oh, look, a Stegosaurus again. And they don't just have ones with dinosaurs on them and stuff. They have ichthyostones with all kinds of different. Oh, look, there's a what's that one with the spikes on its tail? I can't remember, but it's eating one of the villagers. They had to fight these things off, and they drew pictures of them to memorialize. Yeah, there's a bunch with just regular images of daily life and whatnot. But there's quite a few. Look, he's riding a freaking dinosaur. These are ancient. These are ancient. They were found in Peru, again, by the thousands. Some of them completely had nothing to do with. I mean, a lot of them had nothing to do with dinosaurs, but some of the ones they found had. Oops. Ancient patriarchs. I don't know what really happened. Yeah, and then the guy that discovered them was persecuted and called a fraud and blah blah blah. But no, man, it's crazy. It's crazy. Let me see. I did mean ichthyostones. Give me more ichthyostones. There's a dude riding a pterodactyl. A dude riding a pterodactyl. And there's the porn one. So yeah, it wasn't just guys drawing these great creatures. I mean, look at this one. It's got the freaking not the Triceratops, the other one that's kind of like a Triceratops, but it's got all these specific details that no one could have imagined unless they saw this stuff for real. What is this one? Oh, here's looks like a human sacrifice one. That's nice. Oh, here's a pornographic one. That's always good. Another pornograph. That's the same pornographic one. Triceratops. Yeah, so this must have been like their thing, is like just carp. Look at how many of these things they freaking found. Just piles and piles and piles of these things. It's like they didn't have any paper, so they drew all their kind of crap on why does this porn one keep popping up? Jeez Louise. Yeah, and there's just like, I don't know, some dude playing badminton. I don't know. Operation. Or actually, it looks like human sacrifice, but you know, 6 of one, half dozen of the other. Tempted to cancel the 150 early bird for all 3 copies for $50 and hardcover signed Meg for $100. Same price, but that's shipping. Why can't Indiegogo combine that? I don't know why Indiegogo doesn't allow you to combine purchases. It's really kind of irritating. Oh yeah. Oh, here's another one. Gosh, these guys actually knew what hearts looked like. You know why? Because they were cutting them out of human chests. Isn't that fun? Adult filter, that's all I'm saying. Here's just more piles of Ichthyostones with random drawings on them. Yeah, so you couldn't, I mean, you'd have to spend a lifetime. If you were like one dude trying to forge all of these stones, you'd have to spend like a lifetime, because they found thousands of these things. And they are each evidence of mankind seeing these creatures walking amongst them, eating them, attacking them. There's a horrible drawing of a monkey. Excuse me. What is this one? Looking up at the stars? Looks like he's looking through a scope of some kind. Maybe they actually made telescopes at the stars. Oh, that'd be kind of cool. It's a hoax. Apocalypto is a great movie. Yeah. There's some sort of a dinosaur attacking a person. That's not nice. What's this one? A dude with something stabbed through his heart, being hoisted on a stretcher, and some sort of a weird bird and the sun above him. Okay. Yeah, so like I said, I mean, I'm just repeating myself at this point, but there's, oh look, they're killing one of the dinosaurs, probably for food. Oh, and then the dinosaurs are killing him, probably for food. Let's keep going here. So, yeah, how you want to explain this if you believe that oh yeah, and then there's the other ones. There's these, I can't remember what these were. In some other place in South America, they found a ton of ancient sculptures of different quote unquote dragons. Let's see. The Embarcadero figurines dated 2000 to 500 AD. I wish I could zoom in on this, but I can't. It's still, yeah, that's as good as I can get. So I forget, what's the dinosaur with the big fan on its back? This dude is hugging it. Okay, I'm gonna grant you, this guy or these people, not the best sculptors in the world. Not the best. They were made with a dental drill. The guy admitted, so no, he didn't. Zoom in by holding control and scroll. Hey, look at that. Oops. So yeah, weird, wild, wacky stuff. Let's see what else we got. We got the Ichthyostones. Let's see, we've got Babylonian dragons. Images. The Ishtar Gate has this weird creature here. It's not the only one, is it? Well, dragons are ubiquitous. They are in every culture. Did they find fossil remains of any of those creatures in Peru? I don't know. I don't know how much excavating they do in Peru. Peruvian desert, sea fossils. Yeah, there's a pterodactyl. I don't know what that is. Chile, fossilized whale. Yeah. Nazca, alien dude. Walking whale fossil? Walking whale, such crap. Dinosaur fossil found on a bus? What? Weird. Was the Jabberwocky a dinosaur? What? I don't even know what the Jabberwocky is. The claim the images come up from a dinosaur. Claim the images come from dinosaur fossils that were dug up. Yeah, that doesn't sound like a very realistic. I mean, why would they say, "Oh, look, we found these fossils"? What we're going to do is we're going to assemble these fossils. We have such a great understanding of how musculature works that we are going to redesign how these creatures looked in their natural state, and then we're going to put them into life-threatening situations and draw them onto stones by the thousands. Come on, let's be a little practical here. Don't know about that. What was the other one? Dragon reports in Old England, I think. Here be dragons. No. Maybe I should go to Knights reports. I think Father Crespi's collection is something you might want to look into. He occasionally bought fakes he knew were fake to help the poor, but many of his other items are mind-bending. Father Crespi, huh? Father Crespi. Well, that's interesting. I'm going to do a mute. Look at this old feller here. That must be Father Crespi. You create fake fossils and cave art when you have nothing else to do. Yeah. Oh, yeah, the cave art. Well, that's, I mean, everyone should know about that, right? Right. Dinosaur cave painting. So let's see here. We've got, I don't know, plesiosaur maybe. What we got here? Pterodactyl. Obvious Brontosaurus. Next to a dude. This one, yeah, hard to make that out terribly well, but it was deliberately painted that way. Oh, hey, look, another Brontosaurus. That's always fun. Sorrowwood dinosaur. I can't. Oh, okay, that one. Yeah, man. What the heck? That is like a dragon. Some sort of dinosaur with spikes down its back and horns. Hey, look, ancient piggyback dinosaur. Yeah. So, oh, this is Aborigines. This is a remake of the image. I wonder if they have a copy of the original here. But yeah, you know, they date these cave paintings back way farther back than I would believe, but they are chock full of creatures that you know modern science claims could not possibly live with human beings. So how did they see them, and why would they have then painted them on the cave walls? Beats me. Let's see what Father Crespi's up to. Let's see. Creepy stuff. Creepy stuff. Oh, this is like a really old. What is that? Let me see. Oh yeah. All right, Pete. I'll do Mokele and Bembe. That's a good one. That's actually modern. Mbembe. So they just have drawings here because I don't want to go to a video of it. But if you guys Google this, Mokele Mbembe, there's a tribe in Africa that lives with this creature. They've seen it over and over again. They say it lives in the ocean, or not the ocean, the river. And then, you know, scientists had heard they were having reports of this thing. So they went down there with a book of a bunch of different creatures, right? And they were showing the tribesmen. It's like, was it this one? You know, buffalo. Was it this one? Hippopotamus. Was it this one? The elephant. Was it this one? And they're flipping through, and they get to the drawing of the Brontosaurus or Brachiosaurus, whatever. I don't even know what they call them. I thought they changed the name. And the whole tribe, like at the same time, like, oh, no, we're killing baby. Okay, we're killing baby. They're as soon as they saw it, they all recognize it. This is the creature that has been haunting their river. And it's funny because like they've all seen it, right? But are we going to believe that? Are we going to believe these primitive people with their unbiased opinions about dragons and dinosaurs and such? Or are we going to believe the scientists? Do your tribal voice more often. Ooga booga. No, I was trying to do the Mokele Mbembe because that's what they call it. Mokele Mbembe, Mokele Mbembe, Mbembe. It's hard. It's a hard word to say. All right, it's hard enough to say it normally. It's harder to say it in excitement. Mokele Mbembe. Mokele Mbembe. Mbembe. So yeah, I mean, if you doubt this stuff, look it up for yourself, and I'm sure you're going to run into the necessary critics who are going to find whatever reasons they can. But just think about it. This tribe, it got racist fast. Shut the hell up. This tribe has zero reason to try to push the idea that they've seen a brontosaurus. Right? Zero. No Western knowledge. One African tribe versus the culmination of all Western knowledge. Versus a whole lot of theorizing by a whole lot of people trying to prove a theory that is shaky at best, fallen at worst. So, anyways, yeah, Mokele Mbembe. Let's see what that Father Crespi, Carlo Croce. So what else does he have? He's got. Let's just play through some of this interesting artifacts he might have. Anu, Nak, Ecuador. Oops, that's volume's up on that. I don't want the volume up. So this is his. What is that? Sack. Interesting. Give the tribe digital camera so they can take pics. Yeah, seriously. That's what the floating cat pyramids. All right, I might have to give this a look on my own time because this is I don't want to listen to it. At the same time, I'm trying to. I don't want to get a copyright strike for listening to it. So this is just a whole bunch of weird stuff. Oh yeah, I'm definitely gonna look at that later. All right, all right, all right. It was cats. A small deer in Asia was the last newly discovered animal. IIUC. Not much room left for large animals to hide. Yeah, and did you know that? I don't know how long ago. It was 50, 60, 70 years ago. People thought of the panda bear the way we think of the way we think of Bigfoot now. It had been sighted, right? It had never been photographed. It had never been captured. It was sort of a urban legend, and then suddenly they found him and they threw him into cages. Shout Ungawa like in the old Tarzan movies. Ungawa, Ungawa. What is? I don't think I remember that. We find animals we thought had gone extinct, but not much. No, and you're right. But look at Africa, man. Africa, there is a lot of unexplored Africa still. I'll believe it when I see it. All right. I hope you have the same. I hope you have the same sense of what's the word? Critic, being a critic. The same skepticism about evolution. Because if you'll believe that when you see it, guess what? You're never going to see it. So you're never going to believe it. It's all theoretical. Let's see. Yeah, even in here we bring up the coelacanth. In the Meg novel, we bring up the coelacanth and how, up until a couple decades ago, it was considered an extinct species, right? And granted, it's in the ocean, so there's a great deal of the unexplored ocean. But they put the coelacanth in the extinct species file because they have fossils of it, but they had never seen a living example of it. So I don't know. Is that backwards thinking to think, well, we've never seen this, so therefore it must be extinct? Or modern man has never seen this, therefore it must be extinct. Is that a fair assumption to make about a creature? I mean, if you look at the rhinoceros, the rhino. Okay, just assume for a second no one had ever seen a rhinoceros, but it was in the fossil record, and they were saying it died out 60 million years ago. Would that actually mean that the rhinoceros was extinct? Or would that just mean that science made some assumptions and then stuck with those assumptions because they had nothing to prove them wrong? Absence of evidence is not evidence of absence. Everyone knows that to be a logical truth, right? But they dismiss it in the case of dinosaurs and dragons, even though the historical record is replete with stories of dragons, aka dinosaurs, in every single culture on planet Earth. Every single culture at some time has witnessed what they called dragons, right? We only started calling them dinosaurs in 1850. 100, or is it 1895? 1850, whatever. 100-something years ago, we started calling dragons dinosaurs, and then somehow managed to dismiss all of the historical record that dragons were witnessed by humans. Is that reasonable, or is that trying to align history with an agenda of evolutionary thought? I leave that question to you. Glad you like the helicopter. I leave that question to you, and I ask you, do you know anyone who would like to buy some giant shark comic books? Marco Polo talked about the Royal Dragon Keeper in China. Oh my gosh. Okay, let's go to Marco Polo. Marco Polo dragon description. Okay, Now, these are all going to be from Christian site. Oh, wait. Here's one from the Smithsonian. I might not even have to. Large, very beautiful around the large. 10 years ago, your flood, what is that? Extensive, thicker among the lords, solid plain, hyperbole. And of course, they don't mention it on Smithsonian because that would go against their itinerary. Their itinerary is obviously to push evolution, not truth. Evolution over truth. So this is Marco Polo's account of dinosaurs. I'm going to read this to you, and I am going to note, I've read this from the direct. I've read this excerpt out of Marco Polo's actual, the translation of his actual writings. So this was not. This is not fake in any way. You can go to what do they call it? That place that holds all the free electronic books. The Gutenberg Project. Go anywhere. You have a complete source for Marco Polo's writings, and this will be in there because it is what he wrote. Let me read. Leaving the city of Yaqui and traveling 10 days in a westerly direction, you reach the province of Karazhan, which is also the name of the chief city. Here are seen huge serpents, 10 paces in length, about 30 feet. 30 feet in length. And 10 spans, about 8 feet, girt of the body, wide. 8 feet wide. At the forepart, near the head, oh wait, not 8 feet wide. I guess girt is diameter? I guess girt would be diameter. 8 at the forepart, near the head, they have 2 short legs, having 3 claws like those of a tiger, with eyes larger than a 4-penny loaf. Panida quattro danari. Panida quattro danari, which is basically a dinner roll, right? And very glaring. So a dinner roll would probably be like, 3 inches, 4 inches. The jaws are wide enough to swallow a man. Wide enough to swallow a man. The teeth are large and sharp, and their whole appearance is formidable, that neither man nor any kind of animal can approach them without terror. Others are met of a smaller size, being about 6, 8, 6, or 5 paces long. Not feet, paces. That's a pace is about a yard. So 15 feet long, or what's 8 times 3, 24 feet long, something like that. And the following method is used for taking them. He's going to say how they freaking hunt these things. In the daytime, by reason of great heat, they lurk in cabins, from whence at night they issue to seek their food, and whatever beast they meet with they can lay hold of, whether tiger, wolf, or any other, they devour. After which they drag themselves towards some lake, spring, or water, or river in order to drink. By their motion in this way along the shore and their vast weight, they make a deep impression, as if a heavy beam had been drawn along the sands. Those whose employment is to hunt them observe the track by which they are most frequently accustomed to go, and fix to the ground several pieces of wood armed with sharp iron spikes, which they cover with the sand in such a manner as not to be perceptible. When therefore the animals make their way towards the places they usually haunt, they are wounded by these instruments and speedily killed. The crows, as soon as they perceive them to be dead, set up to scream, and this serves as a signal to the hunters, who advance the spot and proceed to separate the skin from the flesh, taking care immediately to secure the gall, which is most highly esteemed in medicine. In cases of the bite of a mad dog, a pennyweight of it dissolved in wine is administered. It is also useful in accelerating parturition when the labor pains of a woman have come on. A small quantity of it being applied to carbuncles, pustules, and other eruptions on the body, they are presently dispersed, and it is efficacious in many other complaints. The flesh of the animal is also sold at a dear rate, being thought to have a high flavor, have a higher flavor than other kinds of meat, and by all persons it is esteemed a delicacy. Travels of Marco Polo, written in the 12th century. J. Malatala sounds a lot like an alligator. Okay. A 30-foot long alligator with short front legs with 3 claws on each. This is very specific, right? It's very specific. If I just gave you the description, it's 30 feet long, it's 8 feet around the girth of the body, it's near the front of its body, it's got 2 short legs with 3 claws on each, like those of a tiger, which means, you know, big freaking claws. Eyes that are 3 to 4 inches wide, and jaws wide enough to swallow a man. Wide enough to swallow a man, with teeth large and sharp, and it can eat anything. Tiger, wolf. You would not say it sounds like an alligator. In fact, I read this description to Ethan one time years and years ago. And all I did was read the description. And I said, what animal am I describing? And he said, Tyrannosaurus Rex, which he's wrong. A Tyrannosaurus Rex has 2 claws. An allosaur has 3 claws. Looks almost identical to a Tyrannosaurus Rex. Same size. Maybe even bigger. But it has 3 claws, not 2. Right? And as soon as I said Marco Polo wrote that in the 12th century, Ethan goes, well, it's an alligator, which is what you just did. You ignored the description in order to maintain your belief structure. So I'll just let you think about that. By the way, dinosaurs, Allosaurus and T-Rex, they had very large eyes, about 30 centimeters, which roughly 3 inches. Not 30 centimeters. 30 is it 30? Is it 30? Something like that. Anyways, they have the right size eyes. Alligator eyes are like freaking tiny. Here. Teeny tiny little eyes. Bloopy-doop. Well, maybe not tiny. Maybe human size. So maybe an inch. Yeah. T-Rex size. Big eyes. So he's saying he saw it himself. He said those were the reports he had from the here are seen huge serpents. So I don't know if he saw any of them himself. But basically Marco Polo was like a reporter. He was traveling, he was describing everything he saw, everything he heard. He heard about some crazy stuff, right? Which obviously wasn't true. But he described animals and how they lived and how they functioned, how they were hunted. This was very commonplace. Ethan, you remember this, right? It was very commonplace. So what happens is he writes down the reports of this creature, which he calls a serpent. He doesn't even call it a dragon. He just calls it a serpent. I don't know. And I'll leave it to you. I'll leave it to you what you think about that. Ethan, do you want to come in and argue with me? We've been talking about Mkele Mbembe. We've been talking about this guy. I don't even know that guy. We've been talking about giant sharks. All kinds of fun stuff. Look at that thing.
Copyright.
No can do, my friend. Just drawing tonight. All right, right. Rhino. Yeah. So what else? What else do we have? What else do we have? Somebody throw something else at me. I can look up. Gator is good grilled for real. I like gator. Every time I go down to Louisiana, I'll get a little bit of gator. All right. And I'm talking about sharks to interest people in my shark book. Shark Week. Ooh, ah, ah. There's no mention of the most striking characteristics of a dinosaur, which is that it stands on 2 legs. Why? Well, it's striking to you, but I mean, he already described that he had 2 small front legs with 3 claws like a tiger. If you've got a 30-foot long, 8-foot around the gut or around the body creature, wouldn't you just kind of assume it stands on its back legs if it's got tiny front legs? It'd be very difficult for it to crawl around on those things. Not all dinosaurs stood on 2 legs. No, they didn't. So it had no back legs. Oh, yeah. I think if it didn't describe the back legs, you're being silly. Hammer in rock, millions of years old. Oh, yeah. Okay, there you go. Fossilized hammer. This one's fun. So this here rock is supposed to be millions and millions of years old. Yes, somehow they managed to find a fossilized hammer inside of it.
Fishy.
Oh wow, I didn't know you could do that. How about fossilized? Let's just put tools and see what we got. So we got the hammer. What are these?
Quote 10,000 years.
Paleolithic bone tools.
How old did they say it was? 10 million? 100.
How about the screw? They found a screw in a rock. That was fun.
When I say 300 million years old.
He won't listen to me at all. No, I won't. So where'd this 300 million year old screw come from, Ethan? Aliens? Was it aliens? Screw could be proof of aliens living. What is this? I don't know what this is.
Type in fossilized outlet.
Fossilized outlet? What the heck?
Yeah, they found like a fossilized outlet, and they're like, this is like super old, and there's like alien stuff.
Oh, this could explain the screw thing. Although that doesn't quite look. I mean, that has like ends on it, and this threading is at an angle. It's not just straight like these.
Looks like it's rested out.
That looks weird. Yeah, that looks weird. Let's see.
Fossilized outlet.
Fossilized what?
Outlets.
Outlet?
Like the things that you put in.
Outlet.
Wait, what?
No, I don't know what you're talking about.
Let's see. I'm talking about the plug-in thing.
Not to beat a dead horse, but our unicorn drill, it showed a prehistoric horse with 1 horn.
I've been plugged.
What? Plug? Maybe I shouldn't use fossilized. How about artifacts found in rocks? All right, we got the hammer. Oh, this plug. Yeah, this is weird.
This looks stupid. I mean, they're like, oh, this is like super. It looks like it doesn't look like that would be a real rock. It looks like that was like a fake, and then they would plug it in. Huh. Aliens, there people are saying.
What is this? That's a rock around some weird
That looks like a pipe.
Yeah.
Why do people say, this one thing isn't like fossilizing something?
Mostly unusual. A piece of metal which is both polished and manufactured inside of a geode. That's interesting.
It looks like
I've never seen that one before.
Inside.
We've never seen that one before.
This 400 million year old hammer.
There's some amazing relics. No ground hole fake. No ground hole fake. What's got the 3 prongs on it? I don't know. I haven't really looked into this one. Is that cuneiform? Oh, look.
Micah.
It's Ultraman. Ultraman. What is this? All right, where's wasn't there like a pan or something?
Oh yeah.
Strange ancient artifacts. All right, let's see. Fossil artifacts. Pan? Was it a pan? Hot? Or oops. Found in rocks. No, they just keep going back to the hammer. Mm-hmm.
We're gonna find the hammer like now.
I guess pan is gonna lead to gold panning. Darn it! I'm trying to remember what it was that they found. Things found in rocks.
This is me.
Why did all these ancient advanced civilizations all use stones for buildings and tools? No one would find our titanium tools thousands of years from now. Thor's hammer is old. Oh, dude, that hammer. This isn't stone. This is a freaking iron hammer. This is iron with wood through it, like any old hammer we might make.
Wouldn't the wood if it was 400 million years old, wouldn't the wood have like departed?
Yeah, it would have disintegrated
rotted away
on a molecular level. You guys know they found. You're taking into account that man might invent time travel in the future and be able to leave those twonkies here and there in the past. I don't think so. It's fossilized. Where's that one? Fossilized hat. Fossilized hat. No, I'm trying to think of what is that? Dinosaur fossil believed to be weird rocks discovered. Weird rock. Weird wacky rocks.
Weird.
How many of you are even aware that they found that breaking open dinosaur fossils, there's soft tissue in a lot of them.
And they're trying to recreate them.
Did you guys even know that? I don't think it made it into the wider world of the news. Although, you know, I did read about it in the Smithsonian, so. Yes, and DNA. Things found in rocks. Mike Stanley Miller's brain. He's a funny guy. What is that? Oh, that's actually edible.
What?
I think they eat this stuff in Greece. These weird, they're like rocks. They seem like rocks, but you can break them open, cut them open, and there's like some sort of a weird creature inside that you can eat. It's kind of gross. They can clone dinosaurs, of course. Yes. The things you learned on the internet. Yes, that's right. Yeah, they even found soft tissue duck-billed dinosaur. Not just inside of bones, but actual like soft tissue. Soft tissue that, by the way, couldn't possibly exist after millions of years. The original article I read said that it would be that soft tissue, organic tissue, would, if it's not fossilized, it would become it would disintegrate on a molecular level after millions of years. And obviously anything under 50,000 years can be carbon dated, and any soft tissue could be carbon dated, but they refuse to carbon date any of those. So my point is, if the old civilizations were so advanced, we'd find more than stone buildings and primitive tools, yet their craftsmanship was way superior than ours, sometimes strange. Well, if you believe in a thing called the flood, then most of that stuff would have been either washed away or buried beyond recognition, or freaking tossed into the sea. I don't know. The landmass could have changed dramatically. That we find any of this weird stuff is kind of bizarre. Da, 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 da. Yeah, that hammer's the best, though. Where is that? What is that? Boop, boop, boop. Oh, holy crap, Bigfoot. That's weird. Oh, there you go. What do you think about that? What do you think about that? Let's go with that. Big. Real giant people skeleton. Well, I don't know. I know, like, we couldn't build the freaking pyramids today. Footprints in the sand. Bigfoot was carrying me. We couldn't build the pyramids today. With the technology that we have today, we could not build the pyramids. Crazy, right? But they were built, and they were built by someone with either far greater technology, or maybe just a far different technology that we don't understand today. Are you guys familiar with the dude with the? No, we couldn't. Ethan, we could not. Those pieces were placed, dude. Some of the blocks in the pyramids weigh 70 tons. 70 tons. And they were placed with such precision that you can't slip a piece of paper in between two of them. They were cut with such precision. I mean, yeah, we could do the cutting, okay? And they were placed with such precision that you can't slide paper in between them. We could not. We don't have the machines to build those today. Have I been to Rome? Yes, I have been to Rome. I have been to Rome. Have you guys seen the Coral Castle? One dude built this. He said he had the secret of the pyramids. He said he knew the secret of the pyramids. Primitive material, yet advanced craftsmanship. Something's not right. So all of these blocks, each of them weighing multiple tons. This guy, maybe not this guy. Where's the picture of that guy? This guy. This guy built this stuff on his own, right?
No.
I think he said he built it for his wife or something like that. I don't remember. But this door. I think this door weighs 7 tons, and it is perfectly balanced so that a kid, I mean, you can push this thing open and closed with one hand. Look, he lifted this giant coral block up on top, somehow maneuvered this. I don't even know. I don't even know how he did it. It's crazy. But he said that he had the secret of how the pyramids were built. So I don't know. And here's a weird thing. Let me see if they have any. Here, Ed's Stone Quarry, where he acquired the coral for the castle. Oh, that's nice. So yeah, nope. Nobody ever. Actually, there were some kids who said they saw him working on it, and they said he was holding like 2 like cone-shaped objects and levitating the coral, and then he saw them, so he stopped and waited for them to go away. Very interesting report. Looks like they've blocked it off since. But isn't that crazy that one dude could do all that? Believe all children. No, Ethan, this stuff is fun. There was no levitation. Hey, I'm not saying it happened. I'm saying that's what the kids said happened. I don't know what happened. All I know is one dude lifting up a 7-ton door and balancing it so perfectly that you could push it open and closed with one hand. I am without explanation for that. If you've got an explanation, there was never the sound of any like machinery, if I remember correctly, being used. It's beyond imagination. Well, maybe not beyond imagination, but it's beyond explanation. How did we go from megalodons to this? Well, the megalodon is today considered a cryptozoological animal. Cryptozoology leads into all kinds of fun and funky subjects, like, well, how did we get there? What was the thought train that? What stops did this train make on the way here? It's called levers and pulleys. Okay, you do that with a 7-ton rock with levers and pulleys as a single person, building all that stuff all by yourself, and I'll believe you. I think if you had a team, you know, but that's pretty crafty work, I'd have to say. 7 tons with levers and pulleys. 7 tons. All right, yeah, let's go back. So we are selling shark comics. Meg is based on the New York Times bestselling novel. This is not William Shatner, even though somehow it just ended up kind of looking like him. That is the main player, Jonas Taylor, the guy who's played by Jason Statham in the movies. Sans hair. Any hot takes on the JFK assassination? Seems like the next stop on this train. No, I'd have to bring Ethan in for the JFK assassination, and he doesn't want to play. So we're going to stick with hammers in rocks and giant sharks and Sean Connery, perhaps. Why did you have to say Sean Connery? Uncle Ethan, I have to work tonight. Please have a live stream with the gang. Now, Mike, your giant shark could come from the inner ocean of water that has been proven to exist deep in the earth. So what do you guys think about the hollow earth theory? The hollow earth theory. I will admit, I have not looked into the hollow earth theory much. So why don't we do that now as a family? Okay, all right, let's see. What sounds good? UK Telegraph. The whole truth. Like, no. Hollow Earth conspiracy theories. The whole truth. Oh, I see what they did there. For centuries, the Hollow Earth conspiracy theorists have tried to prove that there's a whole other world beneath our own. You know, this is the land of the lost, isn't it? Is the land of the lost a documentary about the hollow earth theory? Could it be? Are there sleestacks in the hollow earth? Inquiring minds want to know. But first they need to find the way in. Journey to the center of the earth. Someone stop it. I will not be stopped. We will discover the truth behind the hollow earth theory. On a late night, October 4th, 2002, strange guest appeared on a cult American radio show, Coast to Coast AM with Art Bell. I love Coast to Coast AM with Art Bell. I used to listen to that every night. He was great. Good evening, good morning, good afternoon, whatever the case may be. That's where I get that. Giant squids were folklore until recent years. There could be huge megalodons in deep oceans. Absolutely, man. Absolutely. Oh no, Comics Legend said refunds will ensue. Make it stop. I will not be stopped. I trudge ever forward. Had a reputation for exploring weird themes and fantastic guests, but few had ever sounded as excited as this one. Dallas Thompson was a former personal trainer who had spent his youth in Hawaii but now lived in Bakersfield, California. Ooh, that is a downgrade of epic proportions. Have you ever been to Bakersfield? Yeah. His life had changed forever following a terrible accident 5 years earlier. He'd been driving along Highway 58 during a heavy rain when his car had aquaplaned. Ooh, that's never fun. Spinning 4 times only to plunge backwards down a 250-foot drop. Holy crap. That's insane. 250 feet. Did he fall off a freaking dam? When Thompson was found, the roof of his blue Honda Accord had been crushed almost to the floor. The fireman who rescued him was amazed he hadn't been decapitated. As he'd been sitting helplessly in the wreck, Thompson had a vivid near-death experience. He claimed to have seen a light so bright that it burnt my eyes and made him legally blind, and to have had bizarre knowledge about the world poured into him. When he regained consciousness, he was convinced that the Earth was hollow and had an opening in the North Pole. He'd come on Coast to Coast to discuss his mission to locate and explore it. Oh my gosh, this is a long. Let's just play it. Where's my audio? Whoops, what happened? Whoopsie. I don't want that. Oh, video unavailable. Dadgummit. Dadgummit. All right. I'll have to read. Okay, this quote here worries me. Read, are we being ruled by flesh-eating lizards? How did we fall into the hollow earth? This guy will believe anything he reads. I'm not believing this. I'm just reading it. I'm telling you, I've never looked into the hollow earth theory, so we're doing this together as a family. Come along with me, boys and girls. We're gonna go look at the hollow earth now. Run 100% ruled by flesh-eating Ren famouses. Aww. I'll go smash my head into a wall until I understand hollow earth. All right. Come on, guys. Don't be afraid. Oh, no. Oh, no, my monitor. What happened? My monitor. It stopped. My monitor turned off. What the heck? What's going on here? My hair. Oh, I see. I have too much mail under my monitor. And push the power button. Alrighty. Buckle up, Jude Van Allen. It's getting weird. Look, kids, dumb people. Don't go David Icke on me. What's a David Icke? We know Mike believes all of this. You know, that was the great thing about Art Bell, was that he didn't believe all of the stuff that he was, when he was interviewing people, but he made them feel like he believed them. And it was, I don't know, it was great. It was great because he could get them to just spill their guts, even though he knew, they might have been sometimes a little like but he was still very entertaining and very cordial to his guests. So there are cavern systems and caves that traverse the whole mantle, he told Bell, whose skepticism often took the form of slightly extended silences. Because of the special atmosphere in the hole, Thompson explained, living creatures were protected from pollutants and harmful rays. They were herds of mammoths and ancient tribes down there, the members of which lived to be around 1,700 years old. It's now alleged that Art Bell field of accidental drug overdose. What? I had a megalodon tooth when I was a kid. Oh, brother. How do you know all this? Asked Bell. I just do, said Thompson. I remembered stuff that has been forgotten. Later, Bell asked after his mental health. Are you manic? I'm just excited, said Thompson. I can tell. Perhaps most incredibly, Thompson revealed he'd secured funding to travel to the hole with a helicopter backpack called a solo trek, which he'd used to descend into it. He'd even had a date for the trip, May 24th, 2003. Over the next few months, news of Thompson's expedition spread. He began to receive emails from media companies keen to report the story, and many more from both critics and admirers. The sprawling book he'd written, which includes these theories about Hollow Earth, began to sell. In December 2002, 2 months after his radio appearance, he posted a message on his Yahoo group page describing an inundation of over 5,600 emails over every few days. He said his book, Cosmic Manuscript, had become a bestseller, but he was pulling it from sale. I have requested the book be discontinued, even though it's still at the top of the charts in Canada, he wrote. And then the most mysterious event of all took place. All of a sudden, Thompson disappeared. For many centuries, humankind had dreamt of inner worlds. Numerous writers have been inspired by the idea, not least Tarzan creator Edgar Rice Burroughs, At Earth's Core, 1914, Edgar Allan Poe, The Narrative of Arthur Gordon Pym of Nantucket, 1838, and most famously, Jules Verne, whose 1964 novel A Journey to the Center of the Earth had been adapted numerous times for both stage and screen. Thousands of contemporary theorists discuss what is commonly referred to as the greatest ever secret on internet forums. On YouTube, videos claim that satellite images on Google Earth have been altered to cover up the existence of the holes, while the other videos claim the holes are there for all to see. Ancient Greeks, Tibetan Buddhists, and Christians all located their iterations of hell in caverns under the mantle. Pilgrims used to journey to Staten Island off the coast of Donegal, where they believed there existed an entrance to purgatory, while the old legends of Mexico describe a mountain cave near Ojinago inhabited by devilish creatures from the way down deeps. Sierra Whiskey, what am I checking out? Let me see. Hold on a second. Hold, guys. A man from Michigan has discovered how to move and lift a 20-ton block by hand using only wood, pebbles, counterweights, and manpower. He creates a compelling argument for the methods used in the construction of Stonehenge.
4,000 years ago.
Gabba. I don't need to listen to all that. Oh, you know what? I think I've seen this, Sierra Whiskey. Yeah. So he was able to move a pillar, a very, very, very heavy pillar, into the dirt. Yep. That's all he did, though. Impressive, but not entirely convincing. Ooh, is this the right one? Oh, yeah, that is the right one. All right, let me move this back over here. Let's see. We don't recognize Canada. Be nice. If you find a hole in the Hollow Earth theory, do you prove it? Mike, drink one of those Ultra, please. Ultra? What? Would cave systems be another word for voids? Get our resident cryptozoologist John Malin in here. Dr. Fantastic, it was one guy, Mike. Imagine what thousands of workers and slaves could do. I'd have to see it. I'm going to take the skeptics route. I'd have to see it to believe it. John Malin thinks Michigan is heaven on earth. Okay, let's see. 18th century astronomer Royal Edmund Halley believed that. Oh wait, did I read? Yeah. Unusual compass readings could be explained by the fact that the planet was composed of a hollow shell, two inner concentric shells, and an innermost core about the diameters of the planets Venus, Mars, and Mercury, respectively. One of the most famous hollow Earth theorists, a true predecessor of Thomson, was a veteran of the 1812 Anglo-American War, John Sims. His book, Ban Bard's Folly, Paul Collins recounts the theory of concentric spheres and polar voids that preoccupied the soldier. Sims published a pamphlet in which he wrote, I declare that the earth is hollow and habitable within, containing a number of solid concentric spheres, one within the other, and that it is open at the poles 12 or 16 degrees. He pledged his life to promoting his notion, boldly declaring, I am ready to explore the hollow. He toured the U.S. with a handmade wooden globe that opened out to reveal its secret layers. Converts, in ever-increasing numbers, began petitioning the government to finance his adventures. On March 7, 1822, Senator Richard Thompson presented a case to Congress that Sims to be supplied with equipment of two vessels of 250 to 300 tons for the expedition, and the granting of such other aids as government may deem requisite. During the debate, it was suggested that the Committee for Foreign Relations become involved, as the trip may well bring Sims and his crew into contact with new races of interior people. But the notion was to fail. 7 further bills were presented to the House. How did this get to the House? Not one succeeded. Pims spent the rest of his life lecturing and lobbying for action. In May 1829, writes Collins, Sims died, believing right up to the end that the greatest discovery in human history has eluded his grasp. But today, men grasp. One of them is Rodney M. Clough, author of World Top Secret, Our Earth is hollow. Jude subscribes to the Rhino Unicorn Theory as well. Thank you, Jude. I think you are spot on, brother. Earth Trek, to boldly go inside the hole. Now, I have to wonder, which is the front hole and which is the back hole? I'll let you ponder that as we continue. Today, oh wait. I was working on a New Mexico farm when I was 16, and the farm manager's son started talking about it. He says, fascinated, he began reading up. I found evidence from the scriptures, history, and science that our Earth is hollow, as well as the planets and the moons and even asteroids. So convinced was Clough that in 1981, he flew his wife and his 5 children from New Mexico to a new life in Alaska. I thought, why don't we see if we can find the way to the hollow Earth? Ooh, look at that. Amazing diagram of the land of advanced races. There's the city of Shambhala. Man-made tunnels under the Pyramid of Giza. Well, that explains everything. In Brazil, there is the Mato Grosso, the Kentucky, there's Mammoth Cave. Just mosey on over to Kentucky, drop down into the Mammoth Cave, and you can make it all the way to the city of Shambhala. Damn it, I'm going to use some of this crap. This is too good. I want that. I want to know how they got that central sun up in there. That's cool. They have a spaceship base to and from other galaxies. And a Rainbow City. I want to see the Rainbow City. Is that where Rainbow Brute is from? Is it true? Ethan, is that where Rainbow Brute is from? Is he from Rainbow City? Just at the small entrance of the Hollow Earth? You're going to use this, aren't you? You're reading this, you're listening to this, and you're like, this is the origin of Rainbow Brute. There's only front holes. Back holes is a colonialist construct. Let's see. There are mountains higher than the outside. You know, I think if the Earth were hollow, I would think of it like a giant geode. So all of the inside would be like huge crystals. That'd be cool. That'd be cool. City, forest, clouds. I'm glad they put the clouds in there. That was very important to not to demarcate the clouds. Jules Verne already did. You know what? He's not going to be the only one. Wait, Cave City of Semi-Advanced Race. Wow, that sounds kind of racist. They have semi-advanced races in the Hollow Earth. They must be like the street sweepers, right? Pretty sad. The Hollow Earth people are pretty racist. Test atom blast. Cold air rushes back to Earth through center of shaft. Admiral Byrd's flight in 1947. Looks like he went in and out of the Hollow Earth. Height of atmosphere 200 miles. Kentucky Mammoth Cave. Center of gravity 400 miles down. Dero Caves with stolen sauces. Wait, so if that's the center of gravity, you can literally just walk into the hollow Earth. Is it an ethno-state down there? It depends on who you ask. Vox Day runs the Hollow Earth, you know. Return to the Center of the Earth comic coming soon. EBS doesn't watch this stream. He has better things to do. You make me sad. Mike Miller is too ethnic to head the black hole. It's too ethnic to head to the black hole. The back hole. Back hole. All right. And was his wife keen to find a way to the Hollow Earth? Let's find out, shall we? Hold on, let me grab this real quick and see. Hold on, I lost my. There it is. Okay. Brian the Observer, I'm down with the Hollow Earth theory, but unlike flat earthers, I'm not going to flip my lid on those that disagree with me. Hey, you know what? The truth of the matter is, we've never dug more than 8 miles down into the mantle. So any theory about what is at the center of the Earth is a theory. I know they teach it as fact that it's, what is it? The core is magma or magnet. I forget. Mantle, magma, inner core, outer core. And I just looked at this in my kid's freaking geology book. But nobody knows. It's all theoretical because the Earth is, what, 4,000 miles from its center, and we've dug 8 miles. So we've literally not even scratched the center of the skin of the Earth, and we have all these, you know, all these people agreeing, well, it's filled with lava. I have no idea what it's filled with. So I'm going to go ahead and not take a position on it. I'm not going to blindly agree with scientists because they're speculating too. Yeah, a spinning ball of iron and nickel. So you're saying that, Sierra Whiskey, is if you know it for an absolute fact, right? You're saying that like it's a fact, but nobody knows. To me, facts are things that you can test via the scientific method, right? You can see it, you can repeat it. It's fact. Otherwise, it has to be historical record, witnessed, testified, confirmed, right? Nobody's been more than 8 miles deep. So 9 miles deep and beyond, I'm just going to say I don't really care what's inside because I can't know. If you can't know, don't hold on to any theory as if it's fact. I'm core agnostic. I am core agnostic. I know what's roughly 8 miles deep, depending on where we are on the planet. Because we've been there. If we haven't been there, we don't know, do we? No, we don't. Of course, somebody having an accident and then having a vision that the Earth is hollow, I'm not going to put a lot of faith in that either. But you know, I guess what I'm saying is because I'm agnostic about it, I'm open to anything. Not in terms of belief, but in terms of using it like sort of in a fictional way. So like, you know, Journey to the Center of the Earth or something like that. It could be a lot of fun because it doesn't bother me. The deepest sea trench is 6.83 miles deep. The Challenger Deep, that is where the Megalodon lives. The Megalodon! Speaking of the Megalodon, the Meg. The Meg. The Meg. The Meg. Let's see if we've sold anything. 1, 4. Hey, we have. Let me thank some people. Daniel Diamond 65 and Daniel Diamond 125. Thank you for both of those, Daniel, and Michael Z for the early bird special out the park. Thank you, Michael Z. I do appreciate that very, very much. Let us move back to the Hollow Earth theory. Actually, no. Let's pitch some books. All right. So what we've got here is the Meg. The Meg. The Meg is the comic book adaptation of the novel written by one Steve Alten, New York Times bestselling, obviously made into the $500 million summer blockbuster, The Meg. This is based off of the novel, not the movie, so it is going to be different in terms of story. Some different characters, some of the same characters, but it does play out in a very different way from the movie. There is still a giant shark, although in the book, the Meg is an albino because it's from the Challenger Deep, and nothing down there is pigmented, I guess. So here, so in this version of the Meg, you can get this cover here you're looking at on the screen. This is the only way you can get this cover. This unique special edition will never be offered any other place but on this Indiegogo. So if you want it, here it is. Come and get it. It is offered as a very special, signed by Steve Alten himself, 100 copies signed by me, Steve Alten, and possibly stamped by J.S. Earls. So J.S. Earls, he's got carpal tunnel syndrome, so he can't sign that many books. Steve has a health condition. I should go look up to see if he's disclosed it because I feel weird just like mentioning it but not disclosing what it is. But I don't know if he has. But the idea that he's actually going to sign these books for this promotion, it's kind of a big deal. So because of that, I decided to make the 100 books that he signs hardcovers. So we're going to do 100 signed, numbered hardcovers signed by me, Steve, possibly stamped by Jeff. And already 9 out of 100 are claimed. So Steve has not yet emailed all of his megheads. They're called, his followers are called megheads. And he's got tens of thousands of them on his email list. So once they do email that out, I'm pretty sure the other 91 of these are just going to freaking vanish because they are crazy hardcore fans. That's why they call them megheads. But they're available to my fans right now, and until that email goes out and they go away. We also have the Comics for the Troops, which has all 3 of these graphic novels. These are not just 48-page comics. These are graphic novels. 2 of them are 144 pages or more. 1 of them is 128 pages or more. So all told, for this tier here, the all 3 graphic novels, you can get all 3 of these graphic novels, over 400 pages worth of comic book goodness for the low price of $50. Moving along, we also have SIXGUN Samurai, the second book in the series, or the second book in the offering. SIXGUN Samurai is a Western samurai fiction. Let me just read this. Kung Fu meets the Karate Kid in this classic tale about a boy in search of his father. The teenage SIXGUN Samurai is on his way east to find his father, his last known living relative, but as he travels across the untamed prairie, he finds that dangerous men with dark motives are in pursuit, prepared to kill him, to take his swords for reasons they dare not explain. SIXGUN Samurai is a minimum of 144 pages. It is drawn by Harold Edge, artiste extraordinaire. I love Harold's style and energy. And what I would love to do is sell enough of these that we can actually produce SIXGUN Samurai Series 2, which leads directly into the Blacklist universe. It lays the groundwork for the Unknown Soldiers program. But we got to get there first. I'm not going to ask Harold to do it on spec, so I want to be able to pay him, and then push forward on that. But we got to sell enough of these to make that happen. So by all means, if you want to see more of SIXGUN Sam and what happens to him after this fun story, then kick down. And also we have now Deal with the Devil. Deal with the Devil. Let me see real quick here. Deal with the Devil is the story of FBI agent Anthony Goodwin, who receives an unexpected visit from the one that got away, a man known as the Red Letter Killer who destroyed Agent Goodwin's leg and vanished years before. But things have changed, and Goodwin's worst enemy needs his help to stop a copycat killer who has kidnapped his sister in an attempt to bring the original killer under his control. Deal with the Devil is a minimum of 128 pages, written by myself, illustrated by Sherwin Schwartzrock, best known for his Armor Quest series. Great graphic, Mignola-esque style. Great storytelling, very cinematic. It's a fun read. This movie is actually in development. Maybe development hell. I don't know. It's in development. It's got a screenplay. It's got a director. It's got an A-list producer attached. We're just waiting to find the right actors, and hopefully this will be a big budget, or maybe, and you know what? The story itself doesn't have to be big budget, so whatever. An A-list book or movie coming out hopefully sometime in the near future. So those are what I have available for y'all. Let me get back to my other screen here. In this deal. So yeah, Sierra Whiskey is posting the link. It is also in the description, so do check it out as we make our way back to the Hollow Earth. All right. In Alaska, Clough met with a small group of people who had traveled to the icy state with the same idea. Soon they were ready to embark upon their mission. We started on the road up to Point Barrow, he says. We saw a sign at one point saying, "This is a private road. Don't go any further." so we didn't go any further. Well, they sounded venturesome. What's going to stop you from finding your lifelong dream of entering the hollow earth? Oh, there's a sign over there that says do not enter. So, yeah, we're not going to enter. Okay. How long did he drive before he reached the sign and aborted the mission? About an hour. He says, there's a silence while I process this information. Less than soon afterwards, the Clough family moved back south. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Stopped by a street sign. Oh my gosh. That is the best ending to this story I could have possibly imagined. They move all the way to Alaska. They gather a team of explorers. They drive less than an hour, and there's a sign that says, don't go any further. So they gave up their expedition. That has got to be the funniest freaking thing I have seen all day. Oh my god. No, I'm not. I'm done. I'm done. I can't even read anymore. I can't. We're done. All right. The Hollow Earth Theory. The Hollow Earth Theory. Maybe it was an ominous sign. Maybe it was written in papyrus. Oh crap. That's hilarious. Oh my gosh. It's like a current year Marvel story. Yeah, Far Side. Joseph Meager says Far Side. It is. It's like a Far Side strip. Well, clearly we were not meant to find the Hollow Earth. There's a sign up there that says stop. What is that Mike's reading? I was reading the Hollow Earth Conspiracy on the Telegraph UK. Oh, brother. That is just rich. Hey, Jojo.
What happened?
What did happen? I don't know. I don't know what happened. Shoot, I wish there was something I could play. Wait, so the Earth is hollow. I'm not going to read it all again, man. I'm not going to read it all again. So basically, this guy got into a car accident, had a hallucination that the Earth was hollow, and then wrote a big book about it, and then created this whole big following of people. And then he moved to Alaska to finally go up to the top of the Earth and drive or explore into the hollow Earth. He gathered a team of explorers to go with him. They traveled about an hour, found a sign that said private road, go no further.
Hello?
So they gave up. What is that? Hello? Goodbye. Goodbye. Summary. The Nazis and dinosaurs live happily ever after underground. Yeah. The world is hollow, and I have touched the sky. That was funny. That was, oh my gosh. Oh my goodness, where's camera? Oh. Hold, please. I gotta mute this. Hello? Hi. Hello? Hold on. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. All right. Gosh, I wish somebody else was in here so they could entertain you while I go grab my phone. Hold please. Hold please. Yeah, I'm sorry. I had to take a call and it was somewhat private, so who else is about? Wasn't rest deep in Glock. I won. What are you doing, Jojo? What do you want, Jojo? You guys want me to do a dramatic reading of one of the books? I could do that in a bit. How long has this thing been going? Maybe I should stop and refresh. Oh, Tug and Edwin are on. Tug and Edwin are on. This has been about 2 hours now. 2 hours of Megalodon, fact or fiction. I think that's probably enough for now. Maybe I'll take a quick break, come back in a bit, try to gather you all back here for another chat. Would that be okay with you, fans, or do you want me to stick around? Go visit Dale Stuff and Ben's nitrogen, blah, 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 blah. All right, yeah, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to back out for a bit. I'll be back later. So thanks, everybody, for being here to enjoy a little cryptozoology, a little insane Hollow Earth theories, and some shilling of some Meg comic books. I appreciate you all, and I'll see you shortly.